40 jaw-dropping images that will completely blow your mind. On April 28, 1945, Adolf Hitler, in the final days of his life, was photographed surveying the ruins of the Reich Chancellery alongside his wife, Eva Braun. This haunting image stands as a stark reminder of one of history's darkest chapters. In 1930, women strolling along Copacabana Beach in Rio de Janeiro exuded beauty and confidence, enhancing the vibrant allure of the iconic shoreline. In 1946, after the devastation of World War II, a 6-year-old Austrian boy clutched his new shoes with uncontainable joy. These precious shoes were a gift from the American Red Cross. In October 1935, a farmer stood with his wife and children in Arkansas' Ozark Mountains. In 1922 Washington, a dramatic photograph captured the destruction of confiscated liquor and smugglers' vehicles, emblematic of Prohibition's turbulent era. In 1969, Margaret Hamilton posed with the towering stack of handwritten code she developed for the Apollo 11 mission. A photograph from July 1914 shows pigeons housed in a special bus designed to carry messages during World War I. In 1936, photographer Benjamin Abrahão captured a rare image of Lampião, Maria Bonita, and other cangaceros near Brazil's São Francisco River. On February 17, 1919, soldiers of the 369th Infantry Regiment, returning from World War I, marched triumphantly along New York's Fifth Avenue. In March 1808, a scene at Largo do Pacho in Rio de Janeiro provided a glimpse into Brazil's colonial past, reflecting the architecture and societal structures of the time. In 1955, American soldiers stood observing a nuclear explosion, a chilling image that serves as both a testament to technological advancement and a sobering reminder of the destructive potential of war. A photograph from mid-1921 in Washington captures the aftermath of a car accident, emphasizing the growing need for road safety in an age of rapid technological progress. During the height of the Battle of Britain in 1940, nurses and patients watched as the Royal Air Force and German Luftwaffe clashed in the skies above. Around 1905, in a rural Texas village near Illinois, a traveling merchant was photographed selling his goods. In 1872, a photograph captured the main square of San Antonio, Texas, offering a glimpse into the architectural charm and cultural landscape of the era. In February 1930, on the sunlit sands of Rio de Janeiro's Copacabana Beach, 2 young girls smiled brightly for the camera, embodying the carefree joy of youth and the allure of Brazil's iconic shoreline. In 1925, New York City police officers stood watch as 2 individuals were forced to empty barrels of illegal liquor, a striking image of Prohibition's defiance and enforcement. In 1915, during World War I, Indian cavalry soldiers were photographed preparing a meal in Estrée Blanche, France, a rare and humanizing moment amid the harsh realities of war. In 1962, in France's Burgundy region, a family gathered to watch television for the first time on a French beach in 1965. Young people were seen enjoying the simple pleasure of listening to the radio together. In 1934, in England, a man tested a single-operator experimental tank, a stark testament to the relentless pursuit of military innovation during uncertain times. In 1919, a house was photographed being relocated in San Francisco, California. In September 1940, amid the ruins of German bombings, homeless children sat atop the rubble that was once their home in London. In 1944, following another bombing in London, a soldier was photographed rescuing young Barbara James from the debris of her destroyed home. On June 30th, 1972, Elvis Presley, the king of rock and roll, was seen riding his Harley-Davidson through the streets of Memphis, Tennessee. In 1907, 3 cowboys were seen sharing drinks and lively conversation with a bartender in a North Texas saloon in Tascosa. A photograph from the 1920s of women wearing swimsuits reflects the evolving fashion trends and the societal shifts toward modernity and freedom. In 1924, Paris residents devised ingenious methods to stay dry during a severe flood, showcasing the city's resilience and adaptability in times of crisis. In November 1936, along California's Highway 99, a 24-year-old man, his 17-year-old wife, and their baby were captured waiting for a ride. In 1929, on a London street, a shepherd herded his flock of sheep through the bustling city, a striking juxtaposition of pastoral tradition against urban life. In 1908, a photograph captured men transporting medicine through northern Mystic, shedding light on the covert operations of illicit trade during that time. In mid-June 1940, following the Battle of Dunkirk, a German soldier was photographed standing guard over French prisoners of war. In 1956, the iconic canals of Venice were drained for cleaning. The photograph tells a story of preservation and environmental care in a city whose beauty is intricately tied to its waterways. In 1925, a New York City police officer halted traffic to allow a cat to guide her kitten safely across the street. This tender act of compassion amidst the city's hustle and bustle touched hearts and became a timeless reminder of kindness. On May 23, 1934, the infamous Bonnie and Clyde met their end in a dramatic ambush. During World War II, poignant scenes of soldiers' wives and sweethearts bidding farewell with parting kisses reflected the deep emotions of love, sacrifice, and the uncertainty of war. In 1960, a photograph from Marseille, France, showcased the construction of a massive ship. In 1917, a logger in California was seen wielding a crosscut saw against the trunk of a giant sequoia tree. In 1950, Paris hosted a most beautiful legs competition, offering a playful yet telling glimpse into the evolving fashion, entertainment, and cultural norms of the time. A 1942 photograph from Russia portrayed 3 female Soviet spies, their expressions embodying courage and patriotism. In 1907, San Francisco's famed waterfront house was photographed shortly before it succumbed to a devastating fire. In 1869, a Native American man stood observing a newly completed railroad line in Nevada. In 1920, Belgian coal miners were photographed emerging from the dark depths of the mines. In 1922, 3 women posed on a rock, balancing gracefully in newly designed swimsuits. In 1912, survivors of the Titanic disaster were rescued and brought aboard lifeboats.